Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little perfume review. I've done some perfume videos on my channel already, but I've never done a video dedicated to one perfume or just one review on one perfume, I guess. So today I thought I would do that because I've had some requests to do more perfume videos, and this one I was really excited about, so I thought I would share my thoughts with you guys today. And we're also going to see if it is a dupe for the Coco Mademoiselle perfume by Chanel, which I'm sure you all know about. It's a very popular fragrance. Everybody knows Chanel. So we're just going to go ahead and get started with today's review. It's going to hopefully be a really quick one, and I'll kind of run through my thoughts on this fragrance and whether or not it's a dupe for Chanel. So before we get started, be sure to subscribe down below if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you happen to enjoy it or it helps you out. And you can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I will leave the links in the description box, and we'll just go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so we're just going to dive into this really quickly. This is the perfume I'm reviewing today. This is Shiseido's Zen perfume. This bottle is so heavy and so giant. I first heard about this perfume through Demi Rawling. If you love perfume and you haven't seen her videos, you need to check them out. I will link her channel in the description box. She's really great with fragrance, and she knows a lot more than I do about perfumes. She has so many, and she reviews them and talks about her favorite ones from different categories. So like I said, I'll leave her channel in the description box, but she talked about this perfume, and I'm pretty sure there was several different videos where she talked about this being like her favorite perfume in different categories, or like in her top 5 or something. And she also said that this was very, very close to Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel, and that it could almost be a dupe. So I decided to get a little decant of Coco Mademoiselle. It's just a tiny little mini baby size, just because I wanted to try it out and see how it would compare to this fragrance, and I'm going to give you my thoughts right now. So I just want to give you guys some prices. With the Shiseido Zen perfume, you can get it on the Shiseido website, 100 ml, which is 3.3 ounces, for $88. So I don't know if you can get this in a smaller size. I haven't seen smaller sizes, and this is just the size that I saw when I purchased it, but I got mine at TJ Maxx, I think it was. TJ Maxx or Marshalls for like under $30, so it was definitely very discounted, and that's why I bought it, because it was on my list because of Demi, and when I saw it there and it was just so discounted, I really wanted to try it, and I was of course going to return it if I didn't like it, but I ended up really liking it, and it's definitely a perfume that grew on me, I would say. So like I said, $88 for 3.3 fluid ounces. With the Chanel one, which we all know is going to be pricey, you get 3.4 ounces for $135. So definitely a big price difference. But then they also have a 1.2 ounce bottle available for $80. So it's cheaper than the Shiseido one, even though you're getting way less product if you would get the 1.2 fluid ounce bottle. And I have to say, the Chanel bottle is gorgeous. I mean, it's so stunning and timeless and beautiful. I'll pop a picture up on the screen right now so you guys can see what it looks like if you haven't seen it, which I'm sure you have. So those are the prices. Now, I wouldn't personally go on the Shiseido website and buy the Zen perfume, because you can purchase this for so cheap on fragrance.net, which is one of my favorite places to shop for perfume. They have so many discounted ones. They're way discounted and they're definitely authentic. Or maybe search at your local TJ Maxx or Marshalls. I definitely think those would be good options before you just go and spend the full $90 on Shiseido. But that's obviously your choice. Like, you can do what you want. Anyways, let's just talk a little bit about this perfume. I'm kind of choking right now because I sprayed one on each arm. And let me tell you right off the bat, these are both such strong, intense perfumes. I will say that right now. If you are the kind of person that can get headaches from fragrances, I would definitely not blind buy either of these, because I'm not sensitive to perfumes. I don't get headaches. But something about these, like when you spray them, especially for the first like 20 minutes, they are so strong that they kind of just like overtake your senses, and it's pretty intense. They're also both have like that citrus top note. I think that's what makes people compare them, really. I think there's probably other aspects as well, and I'll try to read you guys the notes or at least the main notes, so that you can kind of get an idea of what it's supposed to smell like. So right now I'm going to read you the notes off of my phone of the Shiseido Zen perfume, and then I'll kind of tell you guys what it smells like to me, or what I like sense the most. So the top notes are rose, pineapple, orange, bergamot, and grapefruit. So obviously those are all very like fruity notes. I don't know if when I first smell it, I really smell that much fruit. I definitely would say that I smell the bergamot, the rose, and the grapefruit. So that's kind of what I smell. And then the middle notes are very floral. So the middle notes are hyacinth, lily of the valley, violet, gardenia, and freesia. And then there's a lot of notes in this perfume: orris, red apple, and lotus. The base notes are musk, amber, incense, cedar, patchouli, and pine, which, like I said, this is a lot of notes. I definitely didn't expect to see pine as a note in there. I would say I definitely smell a little bit of that cedar, some patchouli, some musk for sure. And for the middle notes, I'm not really the best at being able to tell like distinct flowers or florals from each other, so I don't really know what I smell in here when it comes to that. Like, to me, it smells juicy, and it has like the top citrus notes, and then it dries down into a more kind of musky, woody scent, something like that. It's definitely, like I said, it's very potent, it's very strong, it's intense perfume, and it's mature. It's definitely not like a grandma perfume at all. Like, personally for me, I love this, but I also like a lot of different perfumes. Like, I know people who don't like the kind of scents that I do, and I feel like I've grown to like more scents than I used to, for sure. Like, I probably would not have liked this 2 years ago at all, but to me now, it just smells so beautiful and feminine and mature. And it definitely smells very feminine, in my opinion. This is a very feminine perfume. I just think it's beautiful, honestly. Now, reading over the notes for the Chanel perfume, the top notes are bergamot, orange blossom, mandarin orange, and orange. So, a lot of orange in there. I can definitely smell the bergamot in both of them, I would say, and I personally really love bergamot, especially like as a top note. Getting that first whiff, I personally really like it. And then the middle notes are ylang ylang, Turkish rose, jasmine, and mimosa, which I think is very interesting. There is rose in both of them, as you can tell, so I can definitely see the resemblance there as well. There's a lot more base notes in this one, actually. The base notes are vetiver, vanilla, oponox, no idea how to pronounce that, patchouli, and, tonka bean. I have to click on all these notes because I'm on Fragrantica, and it just shows you like pictures, so I actually have to like click on it to see what the notes are. And then white musk is the last note in there. So I definitely smell that there is musk in both of them for sure. But what surprises me, I think, the most is that the Shiseido one has so many floral middle notes. They both have a similar amount, so not a big difference there, but the Chanel one is way more floral, and I have to say it's a little bit too floral for my taste. Personally, I like a floral if it's something like Flower Bomb, if it's really kind of weighed down with sweetness and depth, and this is a floral. I sprayed it on this arm, so I'm like smelling my shirt. Whew. This is a floral. Number one is very intense, fresh kind of floral, but it also has that like depth in the dry down, but it's just a little bit too overwhelmingly floral, like on its own for me. And then also it has a little bit of powderiness to it, and those are two things I do not like at all in perfume, is floral on its own and powdery scents. Now, I'm not saying I would never like a powdery scent if I found something that was really deep and sweet and maybe had some powder to it. I haven't really smelled too many powdery scents like that. Most of the powdery scents I've smelled are very fresh, very strong, very intense, kind of like Coco Mademoiselle. So, like I said, it's a little bit too floral for my personal taste, and I would definitely say it's sweeter. I think that The Shiseido one is less sweet, and I like sweet perfumes, but mixed with just the floral and like that powderiness that it has to it, which is personally what I smell. I know there's no notes of powder in the Chanel one, but that's just what I smell. And something about that powdery, floral, citrus mix, it's just too intense for me. And I definitely think if you like citrus florals, you will really like this, especially if you like very mature perfumes. It is mature, but I don't think that the reason I dislike it is because it's mature, because I really like the Shiseido one, and this one's mature as well. It's just almost less strong, and that sounds crazy because I got the Shiseido one first, and when I sprayed it on me, it was intense. I was kind of overtaken by it. Now that I've tried the Chanel one, it's more intense, I feel like, for sure. And they're different, honestly, they are. There's definitely similarities there. They obviously have some of the same notes, and I think I can see why people would think there is a resemblance. Like, I can definitely see them being a dupe in the fragrance world, because it is really hard to dupe perfumes. Like, I feel like perfumes are so personal that when you find a dupe for a perfume, it's almost like different people's senses. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different for different people, and some people are going to be like, yeah, that's a dupe. Some people are going to be like, no, it doesn't smell like, because we all have different noses, and we're all kind of very personal and unique with how a fragrance smells to us. So that's why I think it's really hard to dupe perfumes. But in the fragrance world, you know, how hard it is to dupe perfumes, I can see why people would be calling this a dupe. And I can see that they're very similar. So with my personal taste, like I said, I prefer the Shiseido one. Even if you really, really like florals, I would definitely say to give this one a sniff, because it smells amazing. I feel like anyone would like it if you like, you know, a mature, feminine scent, because I think that's the thing with Coco Mademoiselle, is a lot of people might not like it because it is more strong, more mature, which, like I said, I definitely think Shiseido is toned down. I definitely think it would be something great to try if you've been wanting to try Coco Mademoiselle, but you don't want to shell out that money, or maybe you want something a little bit more understated, maybe not quite so mature. I would definitely say to smell Shiseido Zen at least, and just see what you think about it, because I didn't know how I felt at first, and after smelling it a couple of times, I just kind of fell in love with it. And I feel like it's the kind of perfume that I would wear in the springtime to like a baby shower or a wedding even. Like, I just think it's great for special occasions, but it can also be worn kind of every day. So obviously this video has probably gotten longer than I planned for it to. I was going to make this really quick. But yeah, I just wanted to share my thoughts on these perfumes with you guys and let you know what I think about these perfumes. I think both of these would be more spring, summer appropriate. You could wear them whenever, because I know perfume is kind of like you can wear it whenever you want. But if I had to categorize them, I would say they're definitely spring, summer scents. Spring even more so. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Maybe it helped you out. Maybe you were considering one or the other, but you wanted to know if Zen was actually a dupe. Thanks so much for watching. Before you leave, be sure to subscribe down below. I would really, really appreciate that. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And you can also follow me on Instagram. Don't forget to do that. It will be linked in the description box. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.